Fans, this is Todd. And so I'm in the middle of spring cleaning yet again, even though it's not spring yet. But this time, my $1 chopping block. Oh, I forgot to grab my chopper. Hold on, let me grab my. Oh, where's my butcher knife? Oh, there it is. Oh, chop! It's going to be a bunch of Marvel figures. So I was sitting here and I'm like, I got all these pieces and chunks of figures sitting everywhere. And I just got all these extra Marvel pieces of figures and some almost complete. Like her, I think I bought her for the other figure that she came with. It's probably Spider-Man, I'm not sure. I don't remember. And then I used her to make a custom. And then I stole her head, so I had to give her a different head. I stole her legs, so I gave her the old legs that I stole it from. And I stole her belt. No belt. I stole her cape and her belt. I stole her boots. I stole his sword. And I just didn't like her. I got the new one from the 5-pack that was a much lighter color. So she's on the chopping block. And then I have her. And she has the wrong head. Her head came with this one originally. So there you go. These are all of my Marvel chopping block. And I got some hands in here for the figures I just got recently. Him and Siri here. So the Black Knight and Siri, they have some extra hands. Nobody else does. It's funny, the She-Hulk, how she came out though. I just put her together today just because I was like, I'm just going to toss those legs on there. But they're a different shade of green. It's like she has knee or some kind of what are they called? Stockings on under her pants that stretched to give her that nice green tan look. But anyway, then I put her tennis shoes back on. But it's funny that they actually use the same part, so I was able to switch and swap. And if you want, I'll show you the She-Hulk that I made from her leftover parts originally. So let me put her back in the box over there. You guys can see her standing there while I look for my custom that I'm keeping. There she is. There she was, just walking down the street. See, here's my custom that I made. And I had to put some green wash on her legs to give it a darker look. But I didn't like the ripped up legs. Then I gave her a small little mini skirt to match the figure she transforms from. And being in my storyline, she actually changes from a plant or into a plant person. That's why she has all these plant tentacles on her, because she's going to transform not into a Hulk, but into a living plant lady. Living plant lady! So here's my living plant lady. And the figure I took had a little mini skirt about that color. So that's why I decided to use that balloon to create that instead of the jeans look she had. Anyway, she's not for sale. But the leftover parts, right there, are for sale. So that's why her legs are darker. All right, let me check out your guys' comments. And then I will continue on. Hey, Motor Rex. Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Mike, I got one you're going to want today, man. One of the figures that I'm going to be putting up today is one that you will probably want. But I probably won't get it on until later tonight, so we'll see. So, and I stole her boots, because they were cowboy boots, but I don't know what happened to them. I ended up not using them, but I couldn't find them, so I couldn't put them back on. And like I said, I stole her capes for Evelyn. Evelyn capes! And, yeah, that's about it. You want to see what I did with her? Check this out. Let me see if I can find the box where I stole her parts to make a new version of her. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can find that box. Let's see. Not in here. I found my Star Wars box. See all my Star Wars guys, but it's not in there. Here it is. Here it is. This is my box of stuff that I'm using for my stop motion that I have not finished yet. And I wanted to change out Captain Marvel. So I wanted to use the head from the movie, but I wanted to use the body from the comic. And so here you go. But I wanted to also have one that was lit up like she's on fire. She's on fire. And here's the on fire version. And so I had to steal the forearms from that one over there to put on the old comic body, and of course the head too. I don't know, I just like this costume way better than this costume, because this just looks weird. This looks cool. So I'm not so sure about the sash, but I'll just leave it. I was tempted to pull it off at one time, but I'm just leaving it. What the heck is this? This is my attempt at making, I think I was trying to make like a smart device, like a phone or something. I think with shrinky dinks, I think it just didn't work. Anyway, whoops, she goes back in the box because she's on the auction. So let's see, what time is it now? The auction, oh, should have already started. It started at 12:31. So the auction is up. Starting bid $1. Look at this cool magnifying glass. Telescope. Look at this cool microscope. And so this is for parts for my see, look at the itty bitty roses. And isn't this cool? See, I made the itty bitty box, and you guys have seen the big box just like it. That matches. See, here's another one that's sealed up. Yes! $1, Mr. Krabs. We're making these little boxes and putting the figures in there. See, you can see back behind there the picture, but the little action figure fell out of place. Oh well, I'll straighten her up later. And here are the little roses. Boop. Rose Tico in miniature. Anyway, someday I gotta finish. Oh yeah, here's my little iPad I made with Shrinky Dinks. You can see the little icons on there now, and it's lit up. It looks way better. It's like an iPad that I stuck in the oven to shrink. Whoa, I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is one of my first swords I made in the blue plastic to make the metal ones to test the shape out. That's funny. Alright, I will stop grooving on my own stuff. See, here's the head that came with the comic figure, but I like the movie hair better. What I should do is I should look for a different blonde that has long hair. It's April O'Neil. Whoop. So I don't get why they made the April we had all pink, because this is the figure from the 80s, and look, she doesn't look all pink like the one we got from Super 7. I know everyone said they made it look like her, but I don't see it. She's more skin tone than pink. So, and she doesn't look all shiny as much as the one you got from Super 7. Super 7 one is just awful. Awful. That's funny. I found the other arm like this in a different box earlier. Whose boot is this? Oh, no. I don't know whose boot that is. It's obviously female of some sort. Oh well. I will close this back up and get back to the figures that are for sale, because that's what we're here for, is the ones that are for sale, not the ones that I am keeping. So here are the figures for sale again. Yes, starting bid $1. $1, Mr. Krabs. And I will just kind of wrap them all up in bubble wrap, so they will be wrapped kind of nice. It won't be like the He-Man figures I sent, which is one giant bubble wrap for the whole box. I'll just throw one wrap around each figure. It's funny, I had this figure here, as you know, I stole her head. Actually, you want to see the figure I stole, put her head on? Let me see if I can find her. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. But she is cool, though. She's not for sale. I used CoverGirl's body and an X-Men figure for the head. Here she is. Here's where I put her head at. Look how cool that looks. And I got her a pink hat too to match. So that's why she has the wrong head on now, is because I stole it for this cool custom. So her legs are apart like that because she was on a horse. A horse, of course. Let's see if I can find her pink hat. It's actually a brown hat with a pink ribbon around it. Where is it? Where is it? Well, there it is. Do-do-do. And I actually, when I printed it, I actually made the hair marks on the inside so it would fit in there just right. So when you stick it on, it actually cradles right into the hair. Look at that. So cool. Gotta make sure these guys don't end up in the box because they're not going. She's going. She's going. These two are not. They're supposed to be sisters. Look like sisters to you? Anyway, I'll put these back in the box. Oh, hold on. Where is the other Jennifer? So, remember I told you about this vine lady here? Whoop! That's not being for sale. Let me find the figure that she transforms from. Oh, there she is. So, this is the figure she transforms from. And you can see the mini skirt kind of thing going on there. Now, of course, her shirt's white on top, but hey, you know, I'm not going to paint it burgundy. Kind of weird. Maybe it's her undershirt underneath. But that's the idea, is that she transforms from her to Vine Lady, Plant Lady. So that, and then later on, dun, 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 as time goes on, as she hangs out more the cowboys more often, she changes into the one that I showed you that uses CoverGirl's body. So this is her later on in life as time goes on. I don't know why she loses the glasses. I don't know. But that is the story arc from here to there. Anyway, now you guys know my whole story arc for later on when I make my stop motion stuff. So that is why I have a plethora of figures missing parts. Wrong legs, wrong head. This one is complete the way she is, except for extra hands. I don't know where her hands are. If I find them, I'll throw them in the package. And she's pretty much complete too, except for her hands. You know, she might have came with another head. I think I stole her head too, for a different Jennifer. Mary Jane. Like I said, he's missing his sword. What? You stole my sword? Yes, I stole your sword. All right, let me turn this light up some more. We got to blind these guys. Burp. There we go. Where were you last night? All right, let's check out your guys' final comments, and then I will end this, and you guys can bid on the auction. Jennifer Gunsmoke, yes. That is correct, Mike. Wow. Yes. Like I said, starting bid, just to get rid of them, $1. Yeah, most of these I did not buy on sale at the time, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. I'm not trying to get my money back. I'm just trying to clean my room. And if you guys need them for custom parts or whatever else, there's a plethora of pieces to use in here. Like I said, I did steal the best parts already. So that kind of stinks. I almost stole her belt, but I decided not to. I like the belt because it reminds me of the belt from uh oh, what's his name? The guy at the motorcycle when the skull head on fire. Oh, I can't think of his name. Somebody posted in the thing. Oh, what is that character's name? Oh, it's driving me crazy. Let's see if you guys posted. I know Nicolas Cage played him in the movie. Anybody post it yet? Nope, nope, nope. Oh well, I'll figure it out later what his name is. It doesn't really matter too much. Alright, you guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next video. And again, starting bid, $1. $1, Mr. Krabs. Ghost Rider. Thank you, Mike. Man, I can always count on you. You always know the facts, man. Alright. Good journey, you guys. I guess I should have somebody say it. I'll have He-Man say it. Good journey. Alright. Bye, you guys.